And we're back on Divorcing Your Mortgage. My guest, Michelle Molitor, hypnotherapist, coach, speaker, and author. Michelle, just to digress for a moment, you've written 3 books so far, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Tell us about your last one.
The last one is called Breakthrough Healing. It was a collaboration with several other coaches from around the country, all about different natural healing modalities to help folks get at the root causes of their limiting beliefs. And in it, I talk about my rapid rewiring methodology that I use that combines coaching and hypnotherapy to help people heal.
Let's talk about rapid rewiring. We mentioned that at the beginning of our time together. What is it? How do you do it? And what does it accomplish?
So, rapid rewiring is the combination of coaching and hypnotherapy over a period of 3 to 6 months, typically. Coaching allows me to work with my clients at that conscious level. Hypnotherapy allows me to work with them at that deeper subconscious level to get at the root causes of the pain, the fear, the blocks that are leading to the imposter syndrome, the self-doubt, the anxiety that is holding them back from living their best lives. So together, I'm able to help people eliminate the fear and emotion from their nervous system and rewire their mind, heart, and spirit with new empowering beliefs and habits and strategies for greater success so they can make really powerful quantum leaps from where they are to where they want to go more quickly.
Wow, there's a lot going on in that book. Are you working on a fourth?
I am. It's going to come out later this year. I'm collaborating with a colleague of mine. It's called I Am Perfectly Flawsome, How Embracing Imperfection Makes Us Better.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Do you know where that's going to be available when it comes?
It'll be available on Amazon just before Christmas.
Nice, just in time for people to give it to somebody that they like very much, who's not going to understand why they're getting it.
Exactly.
There you go. So one of the things you talk about with regard to rapid rewiring is something you call being unshakable. Can you explain to us what you mean when you say unshakable?
Absolutely. So I've created a whole program and membership to help people overcome their fear and their self-doubt. That's what I mean by being unshakable. When you step away from your fear, your self-doubt, and you step into reclaiming your confidence, your sense of value and worth, owning your true dignity, that's what has you become unshakable, no matter what life throws at you, because life is always going to throw us curveballs, right? So, being able to handle those when they do show up with greater grace and ease and not losing yourself to the old triggers or the pain or the fear that has you kind of fall down the rabbit hole, if you will.
Well, unshakable sounds like an amazing goal. Is there any way over the radio like this that you can help folks to understand how you do that?
Well, it's a process of understanding what those deeper self-doubts are so that you can start to recognize your own sense of value and worth. And so the simplest, easiest first step that any of your listeners can take, Mark, is really just repeating to themselves, I am enough, just as I am and just as I'm not. I am enough. Rinse, repeat. And the more you say it to yourself, the more it will drop down into your long-term memory, right? Because your brain loves repetition. That's what builds those new neural pathways, right? Repeating things to yourself. So by telling yourself you are enough, it will sink in more and more fully to the point where you start to believe it and recognize it and own it so that you can move into the other parts of your life with more and more confidence.
It's one of the things that I find very interesting about what you talk about is the simplicity of it. You talk about breathing. You talk about creating your own mantra of I am enough. It kind of reminds me about something that I went through earlier in the year. I had some spine surgery, and as part of the rehab, they told me that I had to walk 20 minutes a day, which, it's like, what's the big deal if I do or if I don't walk 20 minutes a day? But I was trying not to subscribe to the biggest problem in medicine, which is non-compliance, and do what I was told by the doctors. But I had to manipulate myself because the idea of walking for 20 minutes a day sounded like impossible. So I realized at one point I don't need to walk for 20 minutes. I only need to walk for 10 and then walk back.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
It's
So and the funny thing about it is it's incredible what a difference a 20-minute walk makes in your entire day. It's all of these little things. And I'm hearing that in you too. It seems to me that the ultimate result of what you do with people is just change a few little things, and all of a sudden it changes all the wiring.
Yes, it creates a powerful cascade effect when you eliminate the root cause and reset your thinking about it. And it's like you go through life with blinders on, and then suddenly you take the blinders off, and it's like, oh, wow, look at
Uh-huh.
all this other life that is available to me that I didn't even know.
If people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way?
You can find me at michellemolitor.com. I'm sure it'll all be in the show notes. You can find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram at Rapid Rewire. And yeah, I'm always happy to have a complimentary conversation with someone who's interested in creating powerful change in their lives.
Terrific. Michelle Molitor, thank you so much for being a guest. Thank you to our listening audience. You've been listening to Divorcing Your Mortgage. I'm your host, Marc Gertz. Get home safe. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you again next week.